Good evening and welcome to Bristol, Tennessee. Here at Bristol Motor Speedway, we have the NTC Laser Works 150. 154 laps is the distance. Stage breaks at lap 40 and lap 70. Your starting order for tonight's race is the 66 of Ethan Vietvue, the 48 of Warren Young, the 20 of Cody Curran, the 11 of Ricky Wentworth, and the 27 of Stephen Choate. The 66 is leading him down here to the green flag, and they are off here in Bristol, Tennessee. Warren Young holds a little good on the low side. He has a great drive into turns 1 and 2. He will clear Ethan off of turn number 2. Pretty tame for the first lap. Warren Young has already pulled out. Ricky Wentworth, I think, up the wall there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Oh, Bryce Brown got hooked. We didn't see what happened, but Bryce Brown got hooked by the 16. Coming out of turn number 4, let's go back and take a look at what happened right there. Alright, let's see what happened. The 16 on the low side here. Oh, he got loose. Bryce Brown got loose. The 16 with nowhere to go. Chris Mason, an unfortunate spot. We're running around here with Bryce Brown. Had the contact earlier. Haven't been able to get anything going. He saw the pace there. Ethan Vietvue behind him. Vietvue was a little bit out of control there. Oh, he gets into the door. Oh, heavy contact with a 73. And Shane Fuller right there gets around him. Back-to-back cautions. Coming from the 69 of Bryce Brown. Let's take a quick look to see what happened. Alright, so we're on board here with the 66. You have to check up because of the 69. You see him a little bit out of whack there, and oh yeah, Bryce Brown definitely came down on him. And then good avoidance by everyone behind them to not get collected in that one. A tough break for Bryce Brown, back-to-back cautions for him. And Warren Young will take stage number 1 here in Bristol. Cody Curran, Ricky Wentworth, Ethan Vietvue, and Anthony Emmerich are the top 5 in stage number 1. We're back here in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th with a great battle. And 2 and 3 wide as they come down into the corner here. And Stephen Choate gets turned by the 20, comes back down the racetrack. Cody Morgan to someone. Oh, Ricky Wentworth, oh, the 50. A ton of cars, they're still piling in. And we got, oh, there's the 19 is still piling in after the wreck had completed, but debris littered turns 3 and 4. We're going to ride on board here with the 50. He had a hard lick into this wreck. Let's see what he saw. You see them get together there. He's still in the throttle. Oh man. Oh. And that's a tough break. That was Anthony Zirkle after a great run last week. But a huge collision for the 50. Ooh, he's hitting the wall down the front stretch. We're going to ride on board with last week's runner-up, Anthony Zirkle. He got the 50 pretty good. Let's see what he saw. Yeah, he was definitely off the throttle. He was downshifting. He definitely picked it up. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was not expecting the 50 to hit him and come straight back down the racetrack. Tough break for Anthony Zirkle. Riding back here with Cody Curran. He gets the wall. He couldn't get off. Yeah, he couldn't get off. He got stuck. It kind of sucked him in. He couldn't get off. There's Cody Moore, last week's winner. Gets underneath him. Haven't talked too much about Cody Moore tonight. Gets in there deep to the 73. Cody Moore tags him into the barriers. He flips. He flips at Bristol. He flips at Bristol. Wow. I tried on board with Cody Curran on this wild ride as Peter Coleman in front of him. Yeah, Curran just got in there a little deep. Oh my God. As I was saying, he got in there a little bit deeper than Peter Coleman. Had to try to avoid the back bumper, and unfortunately Cody Moore was in the inside and tagged him and put him into the barriers, and that was a wild ride for Curran. We're riding back here in the 9th position with stage 1 winner Warren Young. 3 wide in front of him. A little bit of a bottleneck. The 42 wasn't going anywhere. I told him the 27, the 21, the 21, 27, 42 get into each other. Warren Young to the back bumper, the 42, and Cody Moore finishes them off. I hadn't talked about Cody Moore too much, and back-to-back, he puts someone into the barriers and flips them. Then gets into the back bumper of Warren Young. It's an unfortunate break for the 48. They just checked up in front of him and nowhere for him to go. We ride around here on the restart with Warren Young, 15 laps to go. Blake Hutchinson gets in the back of him. He keeps on going. 3 wide through the pack here. Warren Young's making 3 wide. Quentin Stokes gets into him, and they're going to hook together down into the front stretch wall. Quentin Stokes is stuck up on the wall. He's going to get off of that. Tough break for both of them. We're going to hop on board here with Warren Young and see what he saw in that one. Here we are on board with Warren Young. And a pretty good rotation through the middle. And a little bit out of control there. Came up into Quentin Stokes and then gets just hooked to his door and a hard hit into the inside wall. And you see Quentin stuck there up on the wall, and he finally gets off that. And then both trucks get going. But both will be in the back of the pack here with only 14 laps to go. We're riding on board with the 57 of Shane Fuller. Just on the cusp of the top 10. Been there all night long. Been consistent. Oh, he gets hit. Oh, the 50 hard to the barriers. Shane keeps going. That's going to drop him some positions. I don't know what happened. Let's go take a look and see what the 50 was doing. But all of a sudden, he was across the nose of the 57, and caution is out. Let's see what happened here at the 57. I'm sorry, the 50. He's got loose. Yeah, the 50 just got loose. Shane Fuller, unfortunate spot. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, you almost got into the car down there. That's a hard hit. Wow. That Anthony Emmerich that he got into. Let's take a quick look back at that again. See the 50 just gets loose right there. Almost on exit. Shane Fuller, unfortunate. And then he just gets hooked back up and just... Oh, Emmerich with nowhere to go. The 50's lucky he didn't collect another one down there as he shot down the track. I'm sorry, that's Christopher Bishop in the 42, not Anthony Emmerich in the 43. Regardless, that is a huge lick. And that's the second time I believe the 50 has lost his front bumper tonight. Roger Saucier will lead them down to the green. They come into the Geico restart zone. Saucier's off. Wentworth follows suit. Saucier's going to have him clear into turn number 1. Wentworth to the back bumper through the middle of the corner. Equal drive off. Wentworth is still there. Warren to the low line. Wentworth going to dive low into turns 3 and 4. Will he have anything for drive off? Almost contact. Saucier's going to have to drive off. Saucier leads with the white flag in the air. Wentworth to the bottom. He's going to have a great drive to the center. He's going to have Saucier cleared. Saucier is going to cross him up down to the low side. 20 Blake Hutchinson gets hooked down there out of turns number 2. Saucier up high. Wentworth to the bottom. He's going to have a drive off. Saucier drives off. Saucier is going to win it here in Bristol. Wentworth a little out of shape there. What a drive off for the 18 out of turns number 4. He takes it on the high side. Let's just take a quick look for the last half a lap from the 18's perspective. Here's the last lap from the 18's truck. Takes the high line into 1 and 2. You see Wentworth takes the very low line. He crosses them up right there, and the 18 is going to drive so deep into turn 3 and 4. Keeps it off the wall, hits the berm just right, and has such a drive off in just a great effort on both their behalves to not have contact. That's a phenomenal finish for just a race that spent more than half of the race under caution.